century of personal mobility and sheer driving pleasure. But for a relaxed journey, you need to be certain that you're traveling in maximum safety.
Lufthansa 247, clear to land 25.
Safety is, of course, the primary principle of the aircraft industry. BMW is the first automobile manufacturer to adopt the same aircraft safety standards when designing its products. People expect aircraft to be totally reliable and safe. They are designed and built to standards of quality which BMW has now introduced to automobile manufacturing. With advanced methods of fault elimination, BMW has boosted its products' already high safety standards even further. Today, safety is a concept that concerns people more and more. The wish to reach their destination safely and securely. Of course, there's quite a choice of vehicles if you only need to get from A to B. But if you're looking for comfort and safety, make the journey in a BMW. BMW's Research and Engineering Center, a think tank that's unique in the automobile industry. We design safety into our cars right from the very first planning stages. We test them, check the results, and improve and develop them to amazing standards of precision, with the toughest inspection routines to be passed. And yet BMW safety depends on even more than this. A total safety concept that treats vehicle protection and both active and passive safety as equally important. Active safety helps to prevent accidents from happening, and it starts as soon as you get into a BMW. You have to be seated correctly to react properly in an emergency. The car must adapt itself to the driver, not the other way around. Good ergonomic design keeps you relaxed but alert. The air inside the car is important too. Warm feet and a cool head are the recipe for driving without getting tired. The instruments and controls are the driver's link with the car's technical features. All the controls, including the onboard computer, should be easy to reach and hard to confuse. The dial should be readable from any angle of view. That's important too. BMW circular analog dials, the classic look that still gives the best results. And while we're on the subject of good visibility, the headlights use the ellipsoid principle and the instruments are backlit. The windshield washer is powerful and the wipers clear a large area of glass. Just a few examples of how important we know it is to see and to be seen. Driver and car, man and machine must work together. Sounds easy, but it only works if the car obeys the driver in every situation, even close to the limits. BMW puts the chassis and suspension through extra tough tests in the laboratory and on the road. The BMW Proving Ground, testing EDC, BMW's electronic damping control. Comparing the softer comfort ride with the firmer sports setting. The car's automatic stability control is switched off for this test. Switched on, ASC keeps the car directionally stable even with different degrees of traction on each side of the car. It's now well known that ABS, the anti-lock braking system, is a useful safety aid. Braking and steering even on a snow-covered road. No problem at all. Engines with an instant response and with plenty of power reserve enable relaxed driving, even in winter. The automatic transmissions have a special winter program to make starting easier, even on snow-covered hills. Active safety for BMW has always meant a big margin of safety. But every BMW car is well prepared if the worst does happen. Because passive safety demands minimizing the effects of an accident if one is unavoidable. Passive safety means protecting the car and its occupants, but also every other road user involved in the accident. But how does one turn such a comprehensive demand into reality? For instance, by eliminating sharp corners and edges from the car's body to avoid injuries. Safety research means investing vast sums of money, but let's face it, human life is worth much more. A collision releases an immense amount of energy that has to be absorbed without harming the car's occupants. This is where the BMW concept takes over. The cleverer car absorbs the blow. Impact dampers and special deformable body elements are programmed to absorb impact energy. This already starts at extremely low speeds, for example, to avoid damage during parking. Slide action tubes keep the damage away from the load-bearing structure in a frontal collision of up to 9 miles an hour. About 80% of all collisions occur at speeds up to 18 miles per hour, and even at this speed, the deformable elements are only partly damaged. At still higher speeds, the engine side members are also programmed to deform. There is a further energy-absorbing zone behind the front-end suspension to keep damage away from the occupant area. For maximum passive safety, the body shell must be as rigid as possible. The passenger's safety cell remains almost completely rigid in frontal crashes of up to 35 miles per hour and rear-end impacts of up to 30 miles an hour. Pictures from BMW's accident research files show how a rigid occupant safety cell acts as a survival zone with the best possible protection for everyone inside the car. Even the fuel tank must be safely located. On BMW 3 Series cars, for example, it is well protected under the rear seat, ahead of the rear axle, and hermetically sealed off from the car's interior. Everyday routine on the proving grounds, serving your safety. But are we satisfied? No. We never cease to work on our occupant protection systems. Take the seatbelt tensioner. A special sensor tautens both the lap and diagonal seatbelts at the same time, in a fraction of a second, if the car is involved in a frontal collision. Then there's SGS, the integrated seatbelt system used in the 850i. It automatically adapts itself to the size and seated position of the driver or front passenger. The proven ergonomic seatbelt system in the back seats prevents rear seat passengers' heads from colliding in the event that the car is struck from the side. The seatbelt catch is on the outside of the seat so that it's easier for rescuers to release after an accident. BMW's high safety standards also apply to accessories. For instance, it offers the right child seat for any age group. Maximum passive safety is not a question of vehicle size or status if you choose a BMW. And safety isn't something we've only recently discovered either, as these pictures from the 60s prove. Independent tests, for instance, in the German car magazine Auto, Motor und Sport, confirm that BMW has the most effective all-round approach to safety. The art of constructing a safe automobile is to equally and effectively provide all the active and passive safety features working together in one and the same car, and to provide a better margin of safety for other road users. This is BMW's safety concept. First, fully integrated road safety technology. The best possible protection for the passengers, the vehicle, and other traffic. It comes as no surprise to learn that BMWs are among the world's safest cars. If drivers will play their part too, our roads will become safer, and we can all enjoy sheer driving pleasure.